hello, this is weird. This is so weird. Why is she streaming on a Monday? That's so weird. I don't like it, it's different. This is the first Monday stream in like 3 years. Hello. How is everybody doing? Thank you for the 10 months, Abalab. Thank you for this sub for the first time, Terry Tilson, welcome in. Thank you for the 9 months, Burnt Out Phoenix, congratulations on the baby. Thanks for the sub, Drilly, welcome on in. Thank you, Xander, for the 2 months. Welcome in. Thank you for the gifts, Z-Train, I really appreciate it. Nice gifts, oh my god, so crazy. So many congratulations, oh wow, Papa November. Thank you for the gifts, holy crap. You know, when I went live, like just now, I was so confused as to whether anybody would show up because I know that most people are used to like not having a set day or time like me, and I'm very weird in being super consistent, but I expected like maybe one person to show up. Thank you for the gift, says Wolfoo. Thank you so much. And thank you for the gift, says Sandra. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Voltius Lloyd, for the subs. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, so for those of you that are really confused, the reason I'm streaming today and the reason I'm not streaming for the rest of the week on Twitch is because Mama and Papa Cursor are being good parents and celebrating my graduation with me. So I am gonna be back on Twitch next Tuesday. I really wanted to stream today because I wouldn't be able to stream tomorrow because I have to do daughter activities, but I didn't want to leave you hanging, and I wanted to hang out for a little bit before we don't see each other for like a week. That's a long time for me. Thanks for the gift, so Briley. Thank you. And thank you so much, Anon. We love Anon here. Thank you so much. But I guess if I had to find a theme for this stream other than just Gorilla Zatsu Hangout stream, it's probably celebrate my legal unemployment with me. Celebrate my legal unemployment. I mean, technically I'm self-employed, but it's funnier to call me unemployed. I know I'm self-employed, it's just funnier to term it that way. Yeah, thank you for the bits, attackers, thank you. You know, I started this like right at the beginning of fucking university. It's been... If I can honestly say that Alekirser is it's kind of what I see as the defining point of my university years. I didn't really do a lot of hanging out or any typical university milestones. I kind of spent a lot of it just, you know, working on this and seeing where it could go, and I don't have any regrets about that. I'm very happy because, you know, I really like the friends that I've made through this, and I do feel like I'm a lot happier with these memories than I would have been, you know, doing dumb stuff and getting blackout drunk and stuff. So I kind of really like this more. I'm very grateful for what we've been able to accomplish in the past 4 years. Technically I did network, but I networked with other anime girls. I didn't network with like actual people. Thanks for the 15 months, Rob Nigma. Welcome in. Hell yeah, it's a celebration. But yeah, this is just a cute little hangout stream. I took a day off today for the first time in a long time, and I kind of just like, you know, did my thing and played Minecraft. I don't know, just chilled. I just chilled. Thank you for the gift, Sir Gab. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Isn't it a national holiday in Canada? Fuck! It is! So I was supposed to take a day off today anyway? God damn it. And congratulations on your first gift subs. Thank you. Holy shit, that's a level 10 type brain. Oh my god. I didn't realize it was a holiday today. All the days kind of blurred together for me because I work regardless of whether there's a holiday. My Ushi is graduating. Well, don't phrase it like that. You're gonna scare people into thinking that I'm actually leaving. Okay, I don't want to say one thing. As y'all know, Senzawa is a big part of the reason I am here and my biggest inspiration. And while it is sad that she will likely not stream very much in the foreseeable future, I found this one really cool unrelated VTuber that I think you guys should check out because they seem very promising. Granted, it seems like they only have one tweet at the moment, but they seem pretty cool. I know nobody can replace Senzawa in our hearts, but maybe we can make room for somebody else that is totally unrelated and definitely not anybody that we've met before. Yeah. What a smooth, freaking transition. Holy. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Yeah. Yeah, holy crap. Wow. That was fun news today. Yeah. Thank you for the guest stars, Word Leader. Thank you, thank you. Wowee. Crazy. So suspicious for absolutely no reason. Just a really cool, silly individual that has appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly doing really well. It's really wholesome to see you grow so much since you started at the beginning of uni. Congratulations on graduating, boss. We're very proud of you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's been a phenomenal 4 years. Yes. And I really do appreciate people stopping by to say congratulations. I kind of talked about this being a bit of a, I guess, existential crisis hour kind of stream where we just hang out and talk real deep about stuff, but it can also be a silly stream if you want it to be. Allie, she has a video on YouTube? I didn't know that. I want to watch that. Let's watch it. Let's see. Same Kosaba. Oh wow, it's a fish. Okay. Let's watch it. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. All I know is that I made a few jokes about it, but I haven't actually seen it. I'm so big. I'm so sorry. Let me get less big. There we go. No more calming Nintendo music. Only hype. I'm not gonna get DMCA for us, am I? Okay, I think it's safe. We might be safe. They have a very nice voice. You can hear the harmonizing too. Thank you for the gifts, Bobby Bombs, and you're the best. Thank you.
By all that is holy, I summon to you.
Nice gifts, Holy. Thank you for the 34 months, Doctor. Polar Bear. Yes, we listened to the whole thing, and we're gonna do it again. Oh, oops. No, that's my sad girl hours playlist. Anyway. Well, thank you for the gifts, Xander_0201. Thank you. Oh. I don't know if you noticed, but chat's extra big today. I made chat extra big today, and I put you right next to me, by the campfire. I'm shucked off to the side today. We're just hanging out. You're forced to perceive yourselves. I can make you even bigger if I want to. Yeah, I can make you even bigger if I want to. Wow! Insane! Crazy! Whoa! You're forced to perceive yourselves now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm happier when I'm blissfully unaware of my own non-existence. Well, too bad, because now you're the entire stream! Oh my god, crazy! This kind of looks like the end credits of like a movie. This is the end credits of the Alekirser movie. This is everybody that made Alekirser possible. Thank you for watching. Why? Do you want to be smaller? Do you want me to make you a little tinier? You want to be back to being blissfully unaware of your own existence? Okay. Let's play a little Where's Chat? You're gonna have to find out where you are. It's right there. You're the smoke in the campfire now. Peace and quiet. Thank freaking Christ. Is it just me? Or are there other people that are supposed to be here? Okay, this is a little too lonely. Gotta call my friends over. There we go. Whew. If I was smart enough, I would have it so that chat would be like stuck to me. And every time I move, it would move with me like this blankie on me right now. That could be really funny. I'm sure that wouldn't be too hard to figure out. You're crispy? It's okay. I took you out of the fire. You're fine. A little 2-degree burn never hurt anybody. Do you have any updates now that you're officially done with school? That is a great question. Well, I don't know. I think the only thing that I've officially shared with Chad is September is a special month for me for a variety of reasons, and that's the best month you can expect to hear updates from me on, so yeah, September. That's all I'll say. September. But in terms of updates and moving forward, I'd say that Alekirser LLC, yeah, that's true. Alekirser LLC will continue to be incredibly silly. We have noticed a very, very favorable response to Alekirser LLC's antics, and we will only continue onwards in that trajectory. Yes. Oh, you want a quarterly update? I guess I did do a shareholder meeting at the beginning of this year, and I didn't end up doing my quarter 2 update. Shit. Okay, so quarter 2 update for all the shareholders in Alekirser Incorporated. You still don't have equity. So regardless of how well Alekirser does, you do not stand to financially benefit from that. But that could change if enough people protest. We can have it so that chat has maybe like 0.10% equity in the company. Yeah. That could work. That could work. You could get your I don't know, your 10 cents a year. Yeah. Do we have any rights? That is a phenomenal question. Maybe one of the streams we will have chat decide on what rights they should have, and we can put those rights on trial to see which ones we can legally bequeath to you. You get to choose what rights you have. Do you have any health insurance, dental insurance? You do not. You do not. That is your responsibility. So if your teeth fall off or if anything happens to you physically, we unfortunately cannot do anything about that. How are our retirement 401ks doing? Remind me again what a 401k I'm just kidding. No, you do not have a 401k. Your retirement is entirely in your hands. Yes. Thank you for the hydrate. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Kat. What are my comments on the economy? Great question. These are absolutely the kind of questions that you should be asking an anime dragon girl on the internet. I think the economy is pretty bad right now, but it's okay because sometimes it go up, sometimes it go down, and that's just how it be. Do not panic. I will say this though. I saw a really sad announcement that really made me feel bad. Wait, no, never mind. I'm not gonna go down that path, but I'm just gonna say these really cute bears that I follow online, they're like a plushie company or something. They made a really sad announcement post in response to like tariffs rising, and it made me really upset because they drew the bears crying, and I was like, oh no, I don't want them to cry. Allie, can you share your stock portfolio with us? Absolutely not. I don't want to. I don't want you to have access to my $10 in the stock market. Maybe one day when I'm making the bigga bucks, I can have you guys invest like $1,000 for me, and we can see how it goes at the end of the year. Yeah. You think that sounds bad? I think it's a great idea. Okay. No, it's not. I think the person who did that was Ludwig. Wasn't it Ludwig who had chat invest money for him? Wasn't that a really terrible stream idea that ended up happening at some point? I'm pretty sure that was Ludwig. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Ludwig. Doug did that too. At this point, he's done everything. I think I've watched pretty much all of his streams at this point. It's gotten really bad. It's just really easy to put him on in the background while I'm like doing activities. I don't know. I think the thing with my chat is I think my chat is very, very... I think you guys are very, very rational people. You guys would invest in something safe. You wouldn't invest in stupid stuff. I think you guys would be very, very responsible. Yeah. You guys are a good bunch of folks. Thank you for the 28 months, Bing Bong. Thank you. Appreciate the dungeon rent. Allie, we sub to you. We 100% invest in stupid stuff. Hey! I have been incredibly nice to you this whole stream. That was a low blow. Hey! I am a fantastic investment, I'll have you know. I'm such a good investment. But unironically, I am a very, very safe investment. Stop putting Jenga numbers in chat. We're not playing Jenga right now. I will say this. Okay, I'll take a screenshot of the stats on one of my platforms. It's literally a linear line. It has gone up since I started. I have not had a month where I've dipped. It is literally a straight line. So unironically, if I was a stock and you were investing in me, you would have like a gazillion returns. And that is because, other than my mandatory Christmas break, I do not take breaks. Ever. I literally only take breaks when it's like a very dire, important situation. Like this week. But seriously, let me show you. Wait, no, I can't show you. This is not boding well for me. My laptop's dead, I can't show you. Let's see. I will show you the graph. I will show you the graph. Weird week to say this. Okay, I know it's a weird week to say this. Other than what I was trying to say is, like, other than really important events, I do not take breaks. Ever. No. See? Let's see. This is a graph. I promise it's real. I'm gonna send it to myself right now. And I will prove to you that I am a very solid investment. And that you subscribing to me is not a bad idea at all. I'll show you. Here. This doesn't have any numbers on it, but it is a pretty solid graph. I'm gonna make myself real tiny so we can just see. See? Over here. As you can see, this is a graph on one of my major platforms. This is the growth. This is the growth over 4 years. You see that? No speed bumps. All up. All stonks. Which line is me? They're both me. They're both me. Allie, which platform? I'll have you guess. But I'm just saying right now, Allie is a very worthwhile investment. We've only ever gone up. We've only ever gone up. It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube. Thanks for the tier 3, Schnoot. Welcome in. How you doing? How you been? Not Twitter. My Twitter has been alright. Yes, it is Patreon. Yeah. And you know what? If I can convince sillies to support an even bigger silly for this long, then I don't know. I think I'm doing something pretty good. Yeah, we're all the way up. It's a good sign. And we'll only keep going up to the moon. Show the Patreon right now. That's what I just did. There we go. Quality, consistency, lunacy. Stuff that you probably should not see. That's what you get when you follow me. Yeah, you're getting more popular, I say. I don't know. I've had the same 3 viewers since I started streaming on Twitch, and I really like that stability. I really like that stability. So thank you, 3 viewers. I'm very happy to have you here. Allie, will you get a VA role in a game or a show in the future? That's what my job is. That's what I do IRL. That's my job. So I do have stuff, but none of it's gonna be significant enough unless you operate in very niche circles. A lot of people have tried to guess, and they've always been wrong. A lot of people, for some reason, when I was starting out, thought that I was insert character here from Genshin Impact, even though she sounds nothing like me. And a lot of other people recently have been asking me, I don't know what game it was, but I think it might have been an MMO. I had a bunch of people in my DMs asking me if I, voiced this new character in some MMO. And it was just blatantly false. I have no idea. They're just trying to dox you. Well, they haven't been doing very well. All I thought was that your voice was gender bend giorno. What? This is how I'm convinced that some of you may not even know what my voice sounds like. That doesn't make any sense. That makes even less sense. I absolutely don't sound like gender bend giorno. You voiced the goth girl in Insanity, right? Okay, one person got me there. Oh, gee. She's gonna voice Lele in the Andy and Lele Fringe. I mean, you know what? That would be really funny, is if enough of us made enough of an uproar and posted all the... If I post enough Andy and Lele dubs, then maybe, just maybe, that'll be enough to convince the developers to have me if they ever get voices for their game. Did you voice Mita? No, I didn't. There was okay, here's the thing about the Mita from me side thing. I know that she have got like an official English voice and that they released auditions for people to voice her. A lot of people linked me that audition form, but I never ended up auditioning. I chickened the fuck out. I psyched myself out of it. I couldn't do it for some reason. Hey Seiko, welcome in. How you doing? How you been? I'll give you a shout out. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. But I chickened the frick out, dude. I couldn't handle it. I kept thinking to myself, there's probably gonna be, like, I don't know, Christina V's probably gonna audition for it, and everybody knows who she is, so she's gonna get the role. Or like, this insert other VA here is gonna audition for it, and she's definitely gonna get the role. Nobody's gonna give it to me. So I ended up just not auditioning for it. Even though, like, I'm pretty sure that I don't know. I was like, am I shooting too high? This is probably out of my wheelhouse. I don't know if I have enough cred for this. So I just didn't. I'm doing good. Oh, that's great. And of course, we really love you here in this community. Absolutely deserve all the rights. Thank you so much. But yeah, I don't know. That's one thing that I want to stop doing, is just psyching myself out of auditioning for things, because it's because of that mentality that most of the stuff under my IRL VA belt is like cereal commercial, soup commercial, eczema commercial. Like, you know, just eczema cream commercial. It's just like stuff that nobody really pays attention to. It's really dumb stuff, but like, I don't know, I want to be able to voice like characters again. Hell yeah, she voiced Girl 2 in my favorite cereal commercial. Lucky Charms for life. Nah, it's not gonna be anything anybody recognizes. Thank you for buying my suit. Is my commercial voice different from your ASMR VTuber voice? It's very similar to my radio voice, which I don't think anybody's heard, but it's like, it's kind of closer to what people would call my quote-unquote IRL voice, I guess. Like, it's slightly deeper than what I do for Alekirser, I think. But I don't do it consciously or anything. Ali, what character would you like to voice? Hell, I mean, people have been mentioning it, but I wouldn't mind if my Andy and Lele shitposts ended up landing us like a legitimate gig. I wouldn't mind that. It's a good game. It's got good mileage on it. That'd be a dream of mine. Yeah. How much money would you voice it for? Like Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty. So you'd voice Andy, right? Absolutely. Oh my god. Absolutely. Ali's the de facto VA for Natsuki in my mind at this point. That's a really funny thing for you to say. I mentioned this before, but that's how I got my start in voice acting. I did dumbass frickin' Fortnite shorts and Fortnite. Well, shorts didn't exist back then, but like Fortnite like compilations and Fortnite roleplay fucking dubs. I don't know why the fuck I did that, but I was on Casting Call Club back then, and that was all the postings that they had on there. But aside from that, it was a lot of DDLC, Natsuki stuff. So I'm not upset at the association. I've seen too many shitposts of mine get freaking yoinked from my account and put on Natsuki for some reason. It's happened at least 3 times this week. Always uncredited. I always get sent new reels that would do really well, but don't mention me at all. And then I end up looking like a loser because I just respond back with a good old, hey, that's me. and like five wankies will like it, and that's all the validation I need. It is what it is. It's the nature of the internet, and it's proof of concept as well. If it's good enough to steal, then maybe it's worth it. It's fine. I'm used to it. It happened to me before I was Alekirser, and it'll keep happening to me until I die. It just means we're doing something right. Yeah. That's true. I am gonna live forever, and so are you. We'll make it. We'll be immortal together. We'll find a way. 24/7, 365, 9,000 years at a time, Twitch streams. You're invincible now, chat. Forever. Allie, have you watched Eurovision? I am a bad Spanish person. I have not watched Eurovision ever. I have never really found myself in a situation where I've sat down and watched Eurovision. I just haven't. I'll watch like clips of it sometimes, but I don't really watch it anymore. Aren't there like some weird loopholes that let certain countries get to the finals of Eurovision? Even if they don't like qualify the traditional way? That's kind of ass. That's stupid. That's really stupid. Like, just because you donate enough money, you're automatically in the finals, even though your performance is likely ass. That's so stupid. Especially because, like, the economic disparity between different European countries is so, like, drastic. Some people just can't pay to win. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Nah. Whatever. Did you cover the song Chill like that at one point? I did, but I can't sing it on here because it's... or show it on here because the lyrics are very raunchy. They're very, very lewd. I've gotten incredibly... like, because, okay, I recorded a version of the song Chill like that. It's like some kind of, like, EDM song. I recorded a version of it to, like, for, like, this one Gooner editor. And, I got a lot of people DMing me for a copy of that song. Like, people that you guys would know. And it was just really funny because I kind of just like, in my head, I have so much dirt on people that are, like, gooners, like, closet gooners, that are, like, these big influencers with, like, millions of followers. And it's just really nice having that in my back pocket. I'm a bad person. I like knowing these things about people. I got all the tea on all the closeted gooners out there. I could topple lives, but I don't, because you know what? That's a part of being a good person is, like part of being a not entirely bad person is knowing when to keep your mouth shut. But if they ever do anything, nah, I don't know. I'm not the kind of... I feel like it takes a certain temperament to put out a Google Doc on somebody. And I just don't have that. I just don't have that. I don't have that dog in me to drop a Google Docie on somebody. And I mean, at this point, is anybody ever gonna be surprised that somebody's a gooner? I feel like if you're a gooner, you kind of already have all the exemplary traits of a gooner. I don't think that's very easy to hide. I don't know. You don't got that doc in you, if you will. Ha! Sunny Script's back with another banger. I really don't got that doc in me. I don't know, I'm the kind of person that likes to stew in, like, a big pit of information that could absolutely change, like, the masses' opinion of a certain person. but just not doing anything with it, it just makes me happy. I don't know. No, like, if they were doing something actually bad, then that's one thing. But if it's stuff like, oh, this guy's really, really, like, secretly into, like, I don't know, cat girls. Or this guy really, really, really likes pegging. It's like, whatever. God forbid people have hobbies, you know? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, so you're freaky like that. It's one of those things where it's like, good to know. 80% of the audience, if you reveal this information, is just gonna be like, that's based. It's true, yeah. I feel like my audience has gotten to the point where I can't really say anything that can shock you. Let me think. Pegging. Gaping hole. I don't know. What can I say that can shock you that isn't like a bad thing to say? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Can't think of anything. I farted? I don't know. I've never farted during a stream. That I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant! I'm not pregnant! I'm not. Yet? That's such a threatening yet. Like, look, I'm just gonna zoom in on that yet. Let's stew on that yet for a little bit. That's so threatening. You're not pregnant yet. Nah, I don't know. I'm not pregnant. That's not what this stream is for. That's not what the special stream is for. This special stream is for us to enjoy our time together before I take a week off. Are you still gonna post a YouTube video this week? Yes, I will. Just because I'm taking a week off streaming doesn't mean I'm taking a week off being Alekirser. You will still be getting your uploads just as usual. I made sure to prepare ahead of time. Yeah. Like, if anything, the only side effect of me being less on stream is probably gonna be that I'm gonna be, like, on Twitter more, maybe? I don't know. It's like, you're just kidding. But I just found you. You can't do this to me. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back next week. In fact, I can even tell you the stream ideas I have for next week. Shit, I can't because my laptop is dead. Let's see. My tracking's gonna be a bit broken while I tell you my stream ideas for next week. Okay, so stream ideas for the week of May 26th to June 1. ASMR, but with a twist. Because I owe you an ASMR stream, but I'm gonna make it as goofy as possible, so I hope you don't expect any actual ASMR from me in a week's time. Thursday, chat plays Monopoly with me. That's gonna be so stupid. Oh no, yeah, no, we're gonna play Monopoly together. Yay! Yippee! And then on Sunday, I think we might be playing Jazz Punk, but I'm still deciding. I've had that for a bit. It's a pretty goofy game. Let's see. Do I have it? Huh, yeah, no I do. Okay, yeah, we're gonna play Jazz Punk. Yeah. I like the funnies. On the topic of ASMR, do you plan to voice scripts with a similar amount of silliness for YouTube in the future? Absolutely. My most recent ASMR was released and published by absolutely no demand. I absolutely love posting ASMR that, like, nobody asked for and is super duper niche and nobody cares to watch. That's my favorite thing to post. I'm not saying this sarcastically by any means, but in my most recent ASMR video, I diagnosed the listener with ligma and I proceeded to make them even sicker than when they entered my clinic. It was a really funny plague doctor roleplay, and it is currently tanking in comparison to my other videos. I have no idea why. Backed by absolutely no demand, Wigma. It is not a 1 out of 10. It is a solid 10 out of 10. It is so far up. It is so far behind my usual videos. I had to rub my eyes to see whether or not I was hallucinating. It is doing incredibly terrible. And I love it, and I would do it again. None of you are gonna stop me. Buried her whole career for an ASMR shitpost. Listen. If you guys keep this up, the next post I make is gonna be like, your girlfriend comforts you, but every 30 minutes a metal pipe falls. Or something like that. Like, take a look at this, chat. This is a solid 10 of 10. You know what that means? It is performing the worst of the past 10 videos that I posted on my channel, and I am proud of that. That's not a bad number of views either. For context, this would have been a 1 out of 10 video that was posted 2 years ago. It's not bad. Like, let's see. Yeah, no. Oh my god, it's catching up. It's gonna be 9 out of 10 soon. Yay! It's amazing. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, we might have a comeback story in our midst. Are you curious about what my other... Oh, you're curious about what my other view... Okay. I can't show you the rest of this page for certain reasons, but, let's see. The current 9th out of 10th place is ASMR, Let's Run Away Together, Your Wartime Sweetheart Reunites With You at the Ball. I really love that audio, but it also did not do very good. The 8 out of 10 video is The Flirty Pirate Girl. That is ahead by like 7K views. Like, this is currently, this 10 out of 10 video, it's 7K views away from like the video ahead of it. That's terrible. It's doing dramatically bad, which I love. Because I'm gonna release another one of these again. Let's see. 7 out of 10, Goth Girl, doing pretty good. 6 out of 10, Android Maid. 5 out of 10, New Fiance. 4 out of 10, Evil Empress, which I kind of expected. Y'all love the evil girlies. 3 out of 10, Clingy Yandere. 2 out of 10, Popular Goth Girls. That one did really well. And 1 out of 10 is Cute Tomboy Mechanic, because I think people just really like tomboys. Yeah. But I don't let that sway me. Y'all are gonna get Plague Doctor ASMR even if you don't want it, because I like doing it. I love it. Yup. If anything, I'm trying to figure out a good sequel idea. Like, maybe you die and her job is to, like, bring you back to life. That could be a really fun idea. Yeah. That could be a good one. Thanks for the sub, Captain Dude. Thank you. Those are my absolute favorite videos. Like, that's how I know if a video is not gonna do very well, is based on how much I love it. Like, if I'm okay with a video, it's probably gonna do amazing. If I really love the video, it's gonna tank. And I love that, because in my mind, like, I feel like the villain making a grand entrance and being like, backed by absolutely no demand. Booyah. You asked for a sequel to Tomboy Mechanic? Too bad. You got a sequel to Plague Doctor ASMR. You get a sequel to Goblin Girlfriend Buries You Alive ASMR. Bam! Tricked ya. Too bad. Can we have more metal pipes, though? I've never made a metal pipe ASMR. I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you want to do the things that we like? Because I like seeing you beg for it. like seeing you plead for... I should not be saying this shit. Beg maxing, yes, yes. And you know what? The more you beg, the more I'm gonna make more silly ASMR that nobody asked for. That's gonna be all the ASMR that I make for the rest of 2025. It is what it is. Please God, we just want standard GFE. What? You're telling me you want an ASMR about meeting a shopkeeper in an underground dungeon and having a really long talk about life? That's a pretty good idea. I just wrote that down. The more you beg for normal girlfriend ASMR, the more freaky and out of left field my ideas are gonna be. Something with like 17 minutes of world building. Ooh. As soon as you said that, I got goosebumps. You're speaking my language. That's exactly what I want to hear. Allie, can we please at least get a silly girlfriend cuddling ASMR? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. What if you hit the freaky singularity point by constantly making non-GFE videos? What if the freakiest thing you could do is make a normal girlfriend audio? What then? I mean, that's the thing, is like, I've noticed a bit of a trend, is like, all the stuff that I'll post for like, my naughty stuff will be really wholesome, like hand-holding wife, missionary with the lights off. And then all of my safer work stuff will be like, Plague Doctor resurrects you from the dead. I don't know why that's been the case, but the dichotomy has really been making me laugh lately. Yeah. Missionary with the lights off and a hole through the sheets for all the particulars to stick out through. That's pretty funny. Actually, I was having a bit of a conversation with a friend about that earlier today. She was asking me what soaking was. That's the thing it's like a loophole that some, Mormon teens came up with so that they technically aren't having sex. And I will explain it to you guys that don't know what soaking is. Soaking is basically when the dude puts his thingy in the girl's woo-no, and they just don't thrust or move. Just sticks it right in there, soaks it in. And apparently, if you do that, you're not sinning. You're not having sex. And what they do is they get one of their buddies to like move the bed, shake it around a little bit, or hop on the bed, so that way it emulates thrusting without them actually thrusting. And I don't know, I find that hilarious. I don't think I'm being a meanie by saying that that's funny. I feel like that's just universally funny. There's nothing wrong with finding that funny. Even if it is a cultural hallmark of apparently a lot of Mormon teens' lives. I don't know, it's just so funny. Like at that point, you're already there exactly, just have sex. It's just... Actually, no, I'm not losing the Mormon crowd because that's a good number of my audience. I ran a survey like 2 years ago where I asked people questions like that without asking for any doxable details, where I was like, you know what, do you have any particular like faith that you just subscribe to? And like, I would say like 8% of people said Mormonism. That was insane to me. I didn't expect that many. 8% is a very high number in the grand scheme of things. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that is a lot of people from Utah. Holy guacamole. It does make me curious about whether I should post another survey, because that is some very shocking information. Oh, my ears wiggle? They do, when I blink. Yeah. Allie, would you ever do a soaking audio? I don't know. Can I do a soaking audio? Would that be allowed? I mean, it'd be funny. Am I allowed? Can I get permission? It'll be silly. Okay, I'll write that down. Soaking audio. We'll add that to the list. Amazing. Soaking that gets out of hand, or it could just be a regular soaking audio that's like very, very successful. Like they successfully soak and then they're like, oh jeepers, that really just made me feel things I've never experienced before. Anyway, I'll see you at church. Bye-bye. Or something like that. Yeah. We just wrote a script together, chat. That'll be a good audio. I'm in. Now we just lay here? Okay. And then they just have a deep talk. They're just like, so, what'd you want to get for dinner after this? Okay, yeah, that sounds doable. They should probably still be open. Taco Bell is 24 hours, isn't it? Not everywhere? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Oh, sorry. Not allowed to say that word. Phenomenal. That should be great. I already got some steak hibachi from a small food truck thing. Was good as heck. Huh, that sounds yummy. I haven't had that in a while. That should be, that sounds good. I haven't really eaten today. Oh my god, it's 9 p.m. and I haven't really eaten today. The day really passed. I woke up late. And I did have a bunch yesterday, so I'm good. No, I'm not gonna go eat. I'm hanging out with chat. I can do that later. We can figure out what to eat together. Nope. I'm not leaving. I'm staying fixed to this chair until we've all had a good time. I'm not leaving. She needs to put some Uber Eats gift cards on there. No, I haven't really been door dashing or Uber Eatsing a whole ton. Like there was like whenever it's exam season, that's when I'll usually like start Uber Eatsing a little bit. But lately, I've really just been cooking a lot more for myself. Like I've even started I've stopped ordering pizza because I just liked my pizza better. I don't know. Yeah, and also Uber Eats gets way too expensive. It makes you feel bad. Like there was one restaurant that I would only Uber Eats from every few months. And as soon as I went there in person, I was like, what do you mean the prices are half the price here? I felt scammed, and I just never Uber Eats from them ever again because I felt like I was getting scammed. Like, what do you mean this is a $5 meal? I was paying $15 on DoorDash. It's ludicrous. Made me feel like I was getting robbed from. I mean, in general, I don't know. I just haven't really been ordering too much. Just really been liking food. And I will be cooking a lot of food this week because my parents are coming by. Gonna be cooking a lot of Filipino food. It's gonna be great. You want me to show it to you guys? Yeah, I will. I'll do that. Yeah. What do you mean my $23 breakfast burrito costs $6.99? $23 for a burrito? Man, at that point, it better suck me up. I heard that once. I've started hearing that as a complaint about prices. It's like, what do you mean this is 4 times the price that I should be paying? At that point, it better suck me up. God damn. It's crazy out there. Are you gonna be making adobo? Yeah, buddy. And I know that adobo is cooked differently by everybody, everywhere, but my mom's is the best. My mom's is the best. And I will not take any complaints or counters to that argument. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Jollibee? Haven't had it in a bit. It's alright. It's alright. Fried chicken for me is it's a once in a while thing. I'm not like the biggest chicken girl, but for some reason, chicken nuggets bypass that. Like, fried chicken is yummy, but I won't have it like too often. But when it comes to chicken nuggets, I can fuck that shit up. I don't know why, there's a big difference. I don't know. Trying to think. Maybe it's because it's finger food. I like finger food. I like things that are easy to eat. That's most of what I eat when I'm like having a work day. Because I don't like sitting down and spending too much time eating. Yeah. That's just how it's been for a while. Allie, I don't know if you knew, but DoorDash actually got sued for upcharging Apple users on DoorDash a while back and lost. Oh yeah, didn't you guys see that new news with Apple? That was pretty big. That was a pretty big dealio. Yeah. There's some like Epic went for Apple. Apple had news. Yeah, Epic went for Apple. And now they're blocking Fortnite. Yeah. Because of like, you know, Apple, like this is very vague. Look up Epic Apple Store right now. It'll do a better job of explaining it. Grok. Wait, no, we should go to Grok. We should go to Grok. Grok, explain. Grok, explain the Apple Store and Epic fiasco to me in detail in your shit-postiest, zoomerist lingo. Okay, let's see what it says. I'm sorry I'm a Twitter Blue user. I need it for my job. Okay, let's... Alright fam, buckle up for the wildest tea on the Apple Store versus Epic Games drama. It's a straight up saga that's been popping off since 2020, and it's got more plot twists than a TikTok soap opera. I hate that so much. Apple's App Store acting unwise. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so I can explain this way better than Drock. Let's not go there. So the App Store slaps a 30% fee on everything that's sold there, which is pretty industry standard, but like a lot of people started complaining because, like, you know, you can buy stuff, you can often end up buying stuff directly from like the people providing that service, like say Fortnite, for like a lot cheaper. And at least as a Patreon user, they recently updated it so that whenever people purchase subscriptions to Patreon via the App Store or via Apple, like iOS, the sub prices are just a lot higher, and none of that money goes to the creator. Like, Apple just pockets that money. And yeah, they did that with Twitch subs too. Yeah, no, it was really disgusting. So I had to go out of my way to be like, yo, don't subscribe via Apple because you're gonna be charged like maybe 30% more, and none of that money is going to me. So just pay directly, because you're screwing yourself over. And like also funds are withheld by Apple for up to 3 months if you subscribe via Apple. Like, for a lot of like independent creators, especially on Patreon, like they hold that shit for a long time. So there's a lot of money in my Patreon account that's just been sitting there for like 60, 90 days that I can't access. It's just there and I have to wait. It's really, really annoying. Yeah. So that's why I always say, like, you know, that this goes for anybody. Like, just don't purchase things via the App Store, because they have all sorts of loopholes that are specific to different apps and platforms that just end up screwing a lot of people over. It's just Apple being greedy for money. In other words, just don't deal with it. Yeah. Just don't deal with it and buy directly from the provider. Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that subbing on Twitch Mobile costs more than on PC. Is that because of Apple? Yup. It's because they're greedy as hell. They wanted a taste of that money, and now they're getting a taste of karma. It sucks. I hate it. But it is what it is. And the good news is that it is overturned, but it's still happening where people will subscribe to me via Apple, and I'll just, like, my funds are just in limbo for 3 months. It is what it is. Speaking of your platforms, which actually gives you the best cut? I don't know. Most platforms are pretty comparable, so I can't really say. Like, I'm not really... I don't analyze it super strictly. Like, Patreon takes... I don't know. I think Patreon takes around 16 to 18%. For Twitch subs, I get 70% because I'm a partner. I get 70% of Twitch subs because I'm a partner. YouTube takes 21%. And, yeah, so it's usually around 20-ish%. 20 to 30% is usually what I'm used to people, like, platforms taking, which is kind of industry standard at this point. Yeah. No, Patreon takes more than what you would expect. Like, the plan that I chose, technically they're supposed to take 8%, but they also have platform fees and stuff, so that ends up being like around 18 or something percent. It's a bit hefty, but, you know, that's kind of what happens when you basically have a monopoly on a space. It's just blah. Careful, guys. Too much money talk will summon Cuddle Kitten. It's okay. I put her in a jar. She'll live. I thought Twitch got rid of the 70-30 split a while ago. So the way that it works is partners start now at a 50-50 split, but if you have a certain amount of subs per month, then you get to go up to a 60-40 split or a 70-30 split, depending on... It's, like, leveled now, which is pretty scummy because it used to be a straight up, if you're a partner, 70-30, no holds barred. But now it's... You have to, like, have a certain amount of subs to get a certain cut, which is pretty shitty. Yeah. 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 It is what it is. And self-employment on top of that gets really dicey. So that's why I always like, I have to get really smart and find loopholes so that I can just make everything a business expense and have it as a tax deductible. Because being a self-employed person is a little dicey in Canada. It can be a little annoying. Yeah, those quarterlies. Gotta make those quarterlies. I haven't actually evaded my taxes because I'm scared. I want to be a good tax-paying citizen of my silly country. Let me ban that person that asked me if jacking off to themselves is narcissism. It is. What savory stuff we get in mod logs. Ay caramba. Hey man, just came out of mind out of nowhere and I figured I'd just say I hope you're still playing fighting games. Them shit's fun. They're fun, but I also like my mental health, so I'm taking an extended hiatus from any and all fighting games. Taking a big extended hiatus. They're fun, but once you get to a certain point of not fighting literal CPUs and fighting actual people, you start feeling like a terrible piece of shit. And I like feeling like a good piece of shit, so I've put a pause on playing fighting games for the foreseeable future. Yeah. is what it is. I'm the best piece of shit. Thank you. I'm taking that as a compliment. I don't diss anybody who plays fighting games. Like, if anything, I have high respect for people that can stick with it for an extended period of time, because that shit's really rough. You have to have a certain mental fortitude and grit to stick with a fighting game and get good with it, because it absolutely beats you up, both physically and mentally, to play that shit for a long time. Yep. You're the absolute greatest piece of shit I've ever known. You're a profoundly radical piece of shit. Keep it coming. It's really making me feel really good. At least you weren't playing League. That's so true. That's very true. Maybe one day I'll stream my technically first time at some point. I've had a few times of trying to play League, but I'd always get scared and just get, like, cursed out while playing it, so I don't really count those times. Please don't. But it could be funny. They won't get me. Don't worry, chat. I'm safe. I'm safe. My current hyperfixation is Minecraft. I'm safe. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else I could possibly get hyperfixated on. It's like maybe Maple Story, because I know Maple Story is making a little bit of a comeback. But even then, it's just not going to be like what it was when I was really, really into it, so... You said you were painting 40k figs? I'm not painting 40k figs. I'm acquainting myself with the lore. Because I want to be interested in something that makes me seem, you know, cultured. Not Toho. I mean, I don't really have too many super nerdy hobbies. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's VTubing, but I don't know if that's particularly nerdy. It's just liking anime girl models. It's not really particularly nerdy. D&D is a little nerdy. I get made fun of my family for playing D&D, that's true. I am into comics, that's true. But comics are like, I don't know. I don't know if those are particularly nerdy at this point. Lego is definitely very nerdy. That's true. But I'm not like a Lego pro or like a Lego enthusiast. I'm a casual Lego enjoyer. I don't build my own sets. I'm not smart enough to build my own sets. I just build the regular sets from the Lego store that come prepackaged. And that doesn't make me a nerd, it just makes me like somebody that really likes putting stuff together. Pokemon! Pokemon can get really nerdy, but I was never one for like IVs or EVs. I don't really know too much about IV or EV training. I kind of just catch the Pokemon that I think look pretty. And that's it. I never really went that hard. I feel like you could get really into Gunpla. I built one on stream, and that was really fun. I really liked it. I still have that one that I built just on my desk. Pretty happy about it. Whew. Oh, gee. Beep, 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 beep. I'm not ever getting into Magic the Gathering. I am saving myself that rabbit hole. I'm not getting into Magic the Gathering. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know, if somebody particularly skilled could teach me a bit about Magic, I could be compelled to give it a little looksy-wooksy, but I don't know. They'd have to be real good at explaining it to me. My entire mod team is into it. That is very true. Y'all get real nerdy with it. Holy. Have you played any of the Persona games? I have, but they're so long that I would never really want to play them on stream because they're very long. Time for Ali to get deep into Mahjong. Why is Mahjong like increasing so much in popularity lately? Is it because of the one gacha game where there's like pretty anime titty women if you win or do well? Is it specifically because anime women with big tits are being associated with Mahjong now? Okay, that makes sense. That tends to do it. Yeah, that makes sense. I can understand the appeal. Plus, it's actually fun, huh? Okay. We'll see. I remember watching a stream where a VTuber gambled away a very, very, very irresponsible amount of money playing Mahjong. It definitely seems quite addictive. Yeah. Thank you for the sub, Taurus. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How you doing? How you been? Now I'm getting a little sad. I'm getting a little sad because I'm realizing that I'm not gonna be streaming on here for a week. I'm getting sad about that. I'm very not used to skipping this many streams. Don't worry, we won't forget. That's the thing. Is when that maybe that's the reason for my consistency is when when I don't stream or when I don't post or I have to miss like a posting or streaming day, I feel bad and I feel like I'm gonna disappear. And I'm not alone in thinking that. I know that a lot of VTubers have that exact same feeling. Because they're my buddies. And they'll say the exact same thing. This sounds so healthy. It's healthy for me. I think. Still deciding. It's just a week-long VOD gang vacation. I was half tempted if I had time to like live stream like skits, like pre-recorded skits, but I couldn't think of anything funny. All I could think of was like Allie whacking herself on the head with like a fluffy toy hammer. And that doesn't seem very entertaining at all. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Finally some content. Speaking of content, can I show you something really cool that somebody from my community made? Can I? It was making me really happy. Yeah. It was like a real long video. A 20-second long video that changed my life this morning. Let me share it with you. Oops. Let me zoom in. Here we go. I want to play it for you. It's one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed. We're gonna watch it again. We're gonna watch it again. Put it on loop for the rest of the stream. I don't know if the sound is copyrighted, so I'm just being careful. We're just gonna put it right back there. We enjoyed our 20 seconds with it. Just stream that 24/7 while you're away. Speaking of, I was on YouTube earlier, and there's this stream that's been streaming for the past 12 hours it's been streaming the chicken jockey scene from Minecraft, like the Minecraft movie, and it's just been streaming that for 12 hours. And there are like 200 people right now in the world watching that. It's kind of... Put it on? Can I even put it on? I don't even know if I'm allowed to put it on. I don't think so. Warner Bros. Is the one streaming it. I'm definitely gonna get banned to the nines. I can dub it for you, maybe. just dub it. Can't you just... Okay, fine. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. Though if anything, I am taking a break, so... Maybe we're safe? I don't know. Did you know that there's a Twitch channel that just streams reruns of that old sitcom ALF 24/7 and has been doing that for at least a year? ALF? I don't know what that is. Alf? Alf? What's Alf? Alf the alien. I've never heard of this before. Alf? Are you messing with me? You're joking. That's not a thing. You're collectively rallying against me. What's Alf? Huh? Alf? The alien? That's a made up thing that you just came up with right now. Never mind, it's not. Alf is the American television sitcom that aired on NBC. Okay. Alright. Get ready for a flashbang, chat. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. Alf is an American television sitcom that aired on NBC from September 22, 1986 to 1990. The titular character, Alf, an acronym for alien life form, but whose real name is Gordon Shumway. Shumway. Crash lands in the garage of a suburban California middle-class Tanner family. The series stars Max Wright as father Willie Tanner, Anne Shadeen as mother Kate Tanner, and Andrea Olson and Benji Gregory as their children. Okay. So, it's just... show a picture of him? Okay. Alf the alien. I'll show you a picture. Oh, that is not what I expected at all. Jeepers, that is not what I expected at all. What the fuck? Why does he have a penis nose? Why do he look like that? Why does he have a rose? Why is he trying to seduce me? We kind of freaky. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not body shaming him for saying his nose looks like a penis. It does. It just does. I am describing an objective physical trait on this creature's person. You gotta hear the voice. I don't think I want to hear his voice. Okay, sure, let's see.
The game of Skleen Ball is very simple, Brian. You just sling your anchovies into your opponent's laundry basket.
Why does he talk like that? He just talks like a dude. He just talks like a dude. 'Cause he's just a guy? But he looks like that. You should end this stream by rating Alf. Okay, what's the Twitch channel? What's the Twitch channel name? I'll rate it. Well, what's the Twitch channel name? We'll raid right into them. How many viewers do they have right now? If they have any more than like 3 viewers, I will be very, very surprised. I think it's just Alf. Okay. Can we just go on that channel right now? Let's see. It's 52 people. God damn. We're not gonna sit and watch Alf chat. We have better things to do. Like tend to my budding existential crisis. Now that's an 80s sitcom, alright. Yeah, that's an 80s sitcom, alright. Oh boy. 52 hardcore Alphists. Speaking of your impending existential crisis, how do you feel about time passing faster now that you're out of school? I feel it definitely has been passing really fast, and maybe it's because I have more control over the things that I do, but it feels weird. I really don't know how to feel about it. But surely this is just a temporary thing and it will get better. Right, chat? Surely this won't continue to be a thing? Right. Yeah. Also, who the hell are these VTubers? I'm on Twitch right now and it's like, I'm not used to streaming in this time slot, so all these people are just completely... A lot of these people are just new to me. Like, obviously I know who Iron Mouse is, but like... A lot of these people are just... I'm not used to seeing these people! Why is XQC here? What the fuck? I'm not used to seeing these people! This is so weird to me! Why am I here? Why are you here? We can raid someone later? Okay, wait, hold on. We'll do a poll. We're not close to raiding anybody yet, don't worry. But who should we raid later? Alf? Bob Ross? I don't even know if Bob Ross is streaming. Or VTuber? Who should we raid later? This is a very pertinent conversation to be having. Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, yep, nope. The VTuber gang is rising. Okay. If I have to raid fucking Elf, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, a VTuber. Who? Alright, where did my curiosity and a Twitch suggestion lead me this time? Well, it led you right here. I'm Alekirser, a VA and VTuber that never streams on Mondays. I'm celebrating my school graduation by having a bit of a chill hangout sesh with chat. Yeah. Okay, so you don't want me to raid Alf. I'm kind of disappointed. Those 52 radical Alfers seem like they really wanted company. Oh man. Thanks for the hydrate. Okay, yeah. We're gonna raid a VTuber later. So... over. You know what? Alf is really sad that you don't want to raid into it. But Alf forgives you. Because if there's one thing that Alf teaches us, it's that we should be grateful for whatever we get, even if we end up losing battles like this. Alf will always be there for you, even when you no longer need it. Like a teddy bear, just discard it away in some donation bin somewhere. They never forgot you, even if you forgot them. Man, y'all are some bad people. Terrible people. You'd rather hang out with anime girls than the sitcom, this amazing sitcom that I learned about today that has been here for you all your life. Shame on you. That's a good question, but we'll decide who to raid later. We're still hanging out. Don't get rid of me too soon. Don't get rid of me too soon. What do I have to do to keep you on here? React to videos? No! I came here to have an existential crisis hour with you, and boy howdy, I'm staying here until I've had a proper full-on existential crisis. You guys have been making me happy. You need to give me an existential crisis right now. Otherwise, this stream's gonna end with all of us disappointed. Okay, good question. Thanks for the gift, Sos Empire. Thank you, thank you. Are you gonna fire up the frozen margarita machine that you got for your parents? Yeah, I am. I am. Because here's the thing with my parents. They're really, like, they've always babied me because I'm, like, a girl and also the youngest of my siblings, and like with me graduating, they've been having a hard time accepting that I'm an adult. So maybe, just maybe, if I make them a really good frozen margarita, they'll know that I am a grown woman capable of making my own decisions, and they'll take a bit of a chill pill. Nothing will convince them of your maturity than some restaurant quality margaritas. That's so true. That's so true. Thank you for the hydrates. Oh, okay. I just broke my cup holder. I just lifted it right off my desk. I don't mind them, like, being extra sweet with me, but it would, you know, it wouldn't kill them to trust me to know how to pay my own taxes. I've been paying them for enough years to know how to pay my own taxes. You don't gotta tell me. But yeah, lots of big talks about my future will be had very, very soon. Will you ever graduate from VTubing? That's a hard-hitting question. Well, I like to think that all good things have to come to an end, but I don't see that end coming anytime soon. I mean, I just got here. I still gotta do my thing. I haven't hit that point yet. Once I hit the point where I feel like I've become a villain in even my own eyes as a VTuber, then I feel like that's when. It's like a good 29 years. A good 29 years, yeah. I hope not too soon. Like, even objectively speaking, it would not make sense for me financially to leave anytime soon, because I have bought things that I'm gonna be using in 2026. I've already bought things that I will be using in 2026 until the end of 2026. So at the very least, you'll have me until then. And probably further than that, because I just commissioned something that I'll be using in 2027. Even further than that, I'm already planning on something that I want to commission in 2028. I'm financially locked in. I already bought my silly VTuber stuff. As long as you don't go down the path of the Cinder. Listen, I have giga trust issues. And if I'm making a friend, they're actually gonna be my friend. And I'm not gonna do the Looney Tunes ass, fuck ass, badass fucking crap business decision of throwing them under the bus. Like, if anything, everybody was like, you know, she might have been evil, but at least she was a good businesswoman. But it's like, no! She was a terrible businesswoman! Because if you're typing Looney Tunes ass fucking villain messages to a person that works with your friends about your friends, that's just a bad business decision. Because they can easily just screenshot that and post it online, which is exactly what happened. Like... Buying out a rigger that everybody that is at the top of VTubing uses is just a terrible idea. There is no amount of money that you can pay a highly in-demand rigger to get them to, you know... So no! Let's leave it in April. I agree. But that's how passionately I feel about even the remote suggestion that I could even remotely end up like that. Ay, Dios mío. I don't know. It'd be 6, maybe 7 figures for that level of exclusivity. Yeah, easily 7. Easily 7. Especially because, like, a lot of high-end VTuber models will start in the low frickin' 5 figures. Like, that shit's expensive. That's some expensive shit. Ruthless businesswoman Allie starting in June. I couldn't even if I wanted to. My first reaction when I see a person, like an artist undercharging is just cosmic psychic damage. And how can I donate more money to you so you can never charge that low ever again? What will you do after you lose your passion for VTubing and ASMR? I don't see that happening anytime soon, so I don't really think of it too frequently. I don't know, there'll be times where I just feel a little sluggish or a little down, but you still do your job when you're feeling sluggish and down, you know? Like, those times always pass. It's okay to acknowledge that you're feeling bad and you need a little bit of a break, but it's not like it's a complete, like, it's just a whole sign that you should not be VTubing or doing what you're doing anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you could lose the passion? What do you think would be your breaking point? I don't know. I don't know. If there was suddenly a whole 180 and I don't know. I'm trying to think, what's a situation that would make me stop? I don't know. If I became public enemy #1, even then, I'd probably just leverage that and be like, you know what, if everybody sees me as a villain, I'm just gonna be the biggest villain of them all. I do a lot of things based on spite. So, I don't know, I guess my answer to that question is, yeah, like a dinosaur wiping asteroid suddenly comes and literally wipes me out would probably be the thing. That's what I'm thinking. Or my voice. Why? Well, okay, listen, I'm literally celebrating starting this full time. Why are we immediately going to... What would make you stop doing this? I'm just imagining like 5 people in the chat being like, how much money can we pull together so that we can get this silly girl off the internet for all of time? It's such a stupid question. It's not an existential crisis question. It's just bizarre because I'm literally just starting doing this. But sure, yeah, it's making me feel dread, but it's not giving me an existential crisis. It's just making me think, really? Seriously? You drove these people to this? You know what? Normally I take accountability, but I'm saying this is all on you. I'm not taking accountability for this. Okay? No. Allie, let me ask the opposite question. Thank you. When are you gonna start streaming every day? That's a great question. I don't know. Like, I'm already kind of phased by streaming 2 days in a row. Like, I don't know if I'd ever really get to that point. Like, maybe there'd be a week where I stream every day, but that's only if I have something that I feel is worth showing, because I always are on the side of I don't want to stream if I don't have anything prepared for that day, or if I'm not in a mood that I feel would be amenable to a good stream. Like, I don't want to just have people around me when I'm sad. That's a lot to dump on people, so I don't know if I'd ever do a 24/7 stream. I don't know. Can't think of any reason. What about a subathon? Do you ever think you'll do one? Don't have any plans for one anytime soon. Can't really think of too many things. It'd have to be something really, really special. Thanks for the bits, Destroyer of Human. Thank you, thank you. How tall are you in scrambled eggs measurement? That's a great question. How tall is a 5'1" girl in scrambled eggs? Like at least 3, I think. At least 3. At least 3 scrambled eggs. Oh, oopsie. My eyes. My eyes. But she will do a 24/7 karaoke stream at some point. It's in her blood. That's just making me think of that one VTuber. Was it Gigi Murin from Hololive? Yeah, the 8-hour freaking September stream on September 21st. That was hilarious. My only regret is that I didn't come up with that idea. That's so funny. If you're okay with sharing, is there a future stream or stream idea that you're particularly excited for? Yeah, it's coming up in September. It'll be great. And I guess another more recent, I would say more soon stream that I'm excited for is the Monopoly with Chat stream. That's gonna be really funny. Or I'm gonna hate myself. Who knows? It's kind of a split deal on that one. I'm not entirely sure whether it'll be the worst stream idea I've had or the best stream idea I've had. Is it gonna be a handcam? Yes. How is it gonna work? Well, my plan was for there to be a click map where chat can decide where to, chat can decide what, piece they want to play as. And then I roll for you guys and I have a poll. I don't know. I haven't thought too much about it, but I'll think a bit more about it after this stream, throughout the week. It should be fun. I still think it's a bad idea. Families have been destroyed playing Monopoly and you want to do it with chat. That's exactly why it's the most amazing idea ever. And have a box for buy this property or no. Yeah. It'll be funny. It'll be great. Yeah. And maybe I do want to fight you. Maybe I do want to fight you. Don't you need 3 people? I don't know. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. No more fighting game stuff. I've already mentioned 100 times that I don't play them anymore. Okay, but how do we cheat by hiding money and stuff like real Monopoly? That's a good question. You can distract me. You can use my naivete against me. Naivety, I don't know how to, I've only ever read that word. I don't know how to say it in my naiveness. Allie, look over there. Click steal from bank on the screen. See? Yeah. Or maybe we can have it so that, let's workshop it. Naivete. That sounds gross. I'm gonna say it the way that I've been saying it because I'm always right. Maybe we can have it where I don't know. Every few turns, you roll a d20, and if you get a nat 20, then you get to steal money from the bank. I don't know. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. I'll give you chances to cheat. It'll be a built-in mechanic in the game. At that point, why don't we just play D&D? Because I'm not a good enough D&D player to know how to be a good dungeon master. I don't know any of the intricacies of dungeon mastering. I've never done it before. Can't we just play Uno instead? How in the hell am I gonna play Uno with chat? The whole point of Uno is that I'm not supposed to know what cards you have. But if I... That doesn't make any sense. How am I supposed to... It won't work. That's not gonna work. I have it on X... No, I don't. That's not funny. Then don't look at my cards. How am I supposed to not look at your cards? How are you supposed to see your cards? The way that handcam streams work is that I have to be able to see the things that I'm showing you. Otherwise, you can't see it. It doesn't make sense. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I don't want to play Uno with Chad. That just sounds like that just won't work. Okay. Well, this conversation's definitely giving me an existential crisis because I'm wondering how to play a card game with chat, but every single solution that I'm thinking of just doesn't work at all. I'd end up having to see your cards, and that just doesn't work. I know blackjack would work. I played blackjack with chat a bunch of times. It was a fun time. It was good. We had fun. We always have fun here. Also, Jesus Christ, it's getting so hot. It is getting so hot. I know I posted one picture on my Twitter of me like in the mountains where like there was snow in May. But it's hot as fuck now. It's kinda crazy. It's kinda crazy. It's gotten so hot that it's gotten to the point of the summer where it's like, maybe I should take my shirt off. Maybe I can get away with that. But it's different with girls. I don't know. Thanks for 32 months, Colors. Not on this platform. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. You're my VTuber model. What the fuck are you thinking about? It's not gonna do anything for my body for my VTuber model to take her shirt off. She started it. I did. It's my fault. I'll take that. But that's how it was when I was first recording, like doing VA stuff, because VAs have to record in quiet-ass, like, insulated booths. And, well, you know, that's never fun. So during the summer, yeah, my VA booth would feel like a sauna, and I would end up having to, like, basically strip down naked, because it's hard to record. It's hard to record with all that heat. And now, because I have my Studio Bricks VA 1 Plus, I have like a little like specialized ventilator system that's really quiet, so I don't have to be like all sweaty and sad while recording the audios that you love. It's not an ad. It's not an ad. Stop calling me stinky, please. You want to be reincarnated as my VA booth? Dear God. That's reminding me of that one anime about, like, I think it was, like, I reincarnated as a vending machine. Stupid fucking anime. Don't recommend anyone watches it. It was really goofy. Yeah, it was pretty stupid. It was pretty stupid if I do say so myself. Reincarnate me as Allie's bench. We don't talk about that here. We don't talk about the bench here. The bench is sacred. The bench is sacred to a platform of white, blue, and silver. That bench is a secret. My friend keeps trying to get me to watch Vending Machine. It's alright. It's goofy. But there's better stuff to watch. Like, me. That anime was almost as bad as Fairy Tail. Listen. There are lots of things you can besmirch on this channel, but Fairy Tail is not one of them. Without Fairy Tail, I would not be here. Fairy Tail was my first anime. Is it shit? Maybe. Does the plot not make sense? Yes. But are the boobs booby? Absolutely. And for that reason, Fairy Tail is the best anime of all time, and I will not tolerate any slander toward its good name. No, sir. Is that why I like it? Duh. I have eyes. I have a heart and a soul. But yeah, Fairy Tail is great. I like Fairy Tail. It's fun to watch when you want to like be brainless and I don't know, eat snacks. Watching Fairy Tail takes up a specific mood. It's for when you want to just turn your brain off and feel good. Power of friendship. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you're dissing Fairy Tail, you have to diss Dragon Ball Z as well, because that is another anime that absolutely makes no fucking sense and was absolutely built for like 8-year-olds that don't care about continuity and don't care about like feasible power scaling. You have to go after Dragon Ball 2. And like 90% of shonen anime. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna have that as a standard, you have to go for all of it. You have to go for all of it. Okay, just because I said that that's the case with Dragon Ball doesn't mean I think it's a bad anime. There are some things, some forms of media that absolutely benefit from having very little continuity, having very little like things that make sense. There are lots of forms of media that benefit from that. And it's okay. Something needs to appeal to the young kids and to the really high guys that just need something to feel good about themselves. And that is exactly what Fairy Tail exists for. That's what it exists for. And that's why I like it. It's great. No, you equated it to Fairy Tail. Actually, Fairy Tail's draw is boobs, you said. DBZ's draw is hype fights and shit. Two different appeal. The point is that these anime exist to tickle the dopamine receptor in your brain and make it at max level for a consistent, prolonged period of time. It does not exist to have a good story or exist to, make any freaking feasible logical sense. So in that regard, because I'm comparing them on, I'm comparing them on the basis of that particular, aspect of them is, the continuity and the actual story value. Yes, it's comparable. They both exist for the same reason, essentially. Whether that vice is boobs, gambling, drugs, or drinks. Everybody needs a little something to take their mind off the world and its troubles. And sometimes that drug is called Fairy Tail. For other people, that drug is called Mahjong. For other people, that drug is called Dragon Ball Z. And for other people, that drug is called Alekirser streams every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. ET. And that's okay. Also, Fairy Tail's third OP is enough to disprove any argument that it's a bad anime. Because can it really be that bad an anime if it has such a banger of an intro? Listen to FD Fairy Tail OP3. That one's a banger. I've disproven so many arguments just with that one song because it's so freaking good. Remind me what it sounds like? I'll play it on my phone. But only 5 seconds of it, or 10 seconds of it. Yeah, right into the microphone. Okay. I'll play it on my phone. Fairy Tail OP3. flute goes so hard. Also, I won't have anybody slander it because that flutist, may they rest in peace, put their whole freaking flatussy into that. They put their whole freaking flatussy into that. They haven't been able to make songs because, like, the flutist passed away. And they were super talented. Yeah, they put their whole flatussy into that. May their soul rest in peace because they were so freaking talented, dude. May their soul rest in peace. Yeah, they passed away in 2011 or something. It was really sad. That flutist was like a big component of that band's stuff. It's really unfortunate. Yeah. 07's in the chat for our fallen flute player. Yes. But yeah, no, you were supposed to play only 5 seconds of that. Why'd you play basically the whole... I'm sorry, I was vibing too hard. I was vibing too hard. So is OP3 your favorite anime OP, or do you have one higher? Snow Fairy sometimes takes that. Rock City Boy was pretty bangin'. I really can't complain about too many of the OPs or EDs of Fairy Tail because they're all just really good. They're all just really good. Yeah, they had very many good ones. Now, I will absolutely take, like, I'm not the kind of fan that will try and defend the storytelling of Fairy Tail. It is pretty funny and like comically bad. But, like, I can respect an artist who, like, comes up with excuses for himself to draw, like, his favorite designs and just, like, draw boobs all over the place. Because really, what Fairy Tail is an excuse for the mangaka to draw really pretty women all day. That's basically what it is, for the most part. Like, I'm not saying the plot is absolutely non-existent, but I would say like 90% at least of the motivation is for the artist to just draw really pretty women all day. And you know what? That's valid. That's valid. People will call that invalid just because they're jealous that they can't get away with doing that for the rest of their life. Yeah. That's what Alekirser is to me. At the end of the day, I just want an excuse to be an anime girl online. Yeah. Thanks for the bits, Toto Slayer. Thank you. I thought you were a bigger fan of High School DxD. Nah, I meme on liking High School DxD, but I meme on people like on how much I like High School DxD. But it isn't one of my favorite anime by any means. It's just an anime that I look back to fondly because of how ridiculously, like, tropey and campy it is. That's all it is. Thanks for the bit. Thanks for the sub, Aesthetic Rex. Thank you. Fairy Tail follows a pretty standard rotation of, like, how do we defeat this enemy? He's too strong. Natsu becomes even stronger. Lots of boobs. Yeah, pretty much. That's the entire plot of, like, most of the battles in Fairy Tail is just, shit, this enemy is too strong. Literally gets beaten by them. And then suddenly they find resolve within themselves through the power of friendship to overcome challenges. And, like, if you're gonna be criticizing the plot, honestly, don't go for the friendship arc. Don't go for the friendship, like, angle to it. Because that is how a lot of people overcome adversity, is through great determination and, like, the support of their loved ones. That's totally valid. A lot of like adversity is overcome through that. If you're gonna be going for the plot, go for the fact that, like, there's so many fucking plot holes in the vast majority of the fucking Fairy Tail arcs and characters that were straight up abandoned for no fucking reason. That's what you go for, not the power of friendship. Cause, like, a lot of anime runs, like, a lot of anime power systems run off of, like, completely nonsensical power leveling that just doesn't make sense. And it just reminds you that at the end of the day, the people that write these pieces of media, the people that put these things out, are real people. who didn't have the power of foresight, who maybe thought this will be a really fun one-shot that I write every once in a while, and then 20 years passes and it's like, shit, I've got an entire franchise and I kind of just made things up as I went. That's like the vast majority of writing in general. And, well, yeah, you can really criticize any piece of media because of that. I don't know. So as soon as I hear somebody call something shit or call something bad, I'm like, okay, what are your arguments and are they good ones? 99% of the time, they're not. And that's why I love anime titties and think that anime titties are a great motivator for at least, well, a pretty substantial proportion of the human population. That's what this rant exists for. What's a show that you think is genuinely bad then? School Days? I don't know, trying to think. Like a bunch. Probably School Days. It's pretty shit. Ghost Stories dub was fantastically atrocious. Let me think. What else? There's so many things that people call bad, but like a lot of things were just not appreciated in their time, are so bad that they're funny, but very few things are genuinely just bad. Like I watched one movie once that I thought was kind of one of those movies that fell into so bad it's good territory. It's called Velocipaster. It's about a pastor that is also a velociraptor, and it's pretty stupid. This is another example of a movie that you put on while like you're like high out of your mind or like drunk or whatever, and you just need something to like keep the mood up because it's really fucking stupid. It's really stupid. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Thanksgiving? I have not. Pitch it to me. You know what? That's a good stream segment. Pitch your silliest stuff to me. I'll tell you whether I've watched it or not. Sharknado. Or The Meg. The Meg is another example of a movie that has absolutely, like, has very little continuity or like actual like good plot progression, but exists to entertain a specific niche of people that really like seeing people get eaten and, I don't know, bald action movie stars kill a bunch of fantastical creatures. The Scary Movie series, that's another good example. I feel like Minecraft, like the Minecraft movie is gonna fall into that kind of category. Like I can absolutely see how they might milk the Minecraft movie into its own series of like silly shitposty movies. I mean, think about it. Minecraft has so many biomes and realms that you can explore. They gotta do a movie where they go to the end. They gotta do a movie where they explore like Atlantis, you know? Yeah. Minecraft 2 Revenge of the Chicken Jockey. That's so stupid. What the fuck? That's really stupid. Let me think. Lego Ninjago. Okay, I can think of one. I don't know. I was gonna say the 50 Shades series is one of those so bad it's good things, but there are some points of 50 Shades, like the trilogy, which I've watched all of, that are just, they're just so unbearably bad. So I don't know. I'm trying to think still of movies that are just bad. I don't know. Maybe we can make it someday. We can make a really bad movie. Beep, 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 beep. Haven't heard of that one. Sergeant Kabuki Man? Does sound pretty silly. Balls of Fear. Okay, Somebody said Balls of Fury. That movie is one of those so bad it's good movies. Like, it's terrible in many ways, but it's so funny. It's funny. Just like, oh, ping pong is actually a really sacred art form, and you have to beat a bunch of people in ping pong, otherwise you die. That's the whole premise. It's so stupid that it's great. Like, there's this certain quality to movies from the early mid-2000s that just don't... It's just very hard to replicate nowadays. Trying to think of another one. Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny. That was pretty stupid, but it was funny. It wasn't bad. It was just like it was really like laughable and like most of the time, but it was funny. It's not bad. It's just good. Pick of Destiny also does have really amazing music. That's true. Dodgeball. Yeah. What was that one called again? Grandma's Boy, I think? Y'all ever watch Grandma's Boy? It's called a stoner flick for a reason. It's, like, a video game tester... It's a game about a video game tester that lives with his grandma, and it's really, really stupid. Fat Albert? Fat Albert's a great movie. What do you mean? Fat Albert is a great Zoolander. No, Zoolander is a masterpiece. Zoolander is a masterpiece. That is not a... It's a phenomenal movie. Zoolander is a masterpiece. It is a cultural epoch. It is a landmark. It is a legend, even in its own time. Zoolander is one of the best movies. It is very dumb. It is very stupid. That's one of the few movies that I'm really sad I'll never be able to watch that with Twitch chat, because it would be so funny to react to that with you guys. It's so stupid. I'm trying to think. Starship Troopers is another one of those movies that I think is very, very silly, but is just super fucking great. I like Starship Troopers a lot. The first RoboCop movie, like the original RoboCop movie, I watched it again recently. That was also pretty silly for a lot of reasons. Anchorman, yup. Now we're just naming good movies now. God damn. We're just naming good movies. Oh, Airplane! Airplane! That's a good movie. That's a really good movie. Now we're just naming good movies. Austin Powers, very, very good. There's so many good dumb movies. God damn it. Naked Gun. Yes! 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 Naked Gun is great. God, these are good movies. Yeah. Well, if there's anything you really walked away from the stream with, it's a really good set list of the next movies you should watch when you have a free day to yourself and, you know, you're willing to have a good time. Superbad? Yeah, Superbad was pretty good. Yeah. American Pie. American Pie is one of those movies that's just a little too, like, I don't know, it's like a little too dated for it to be relatable, but it still manages to hit, like, I don't know, yeah, it hasn't aged super well compared to the other movies that we've talked about, I would say. There are lots of movies that would never get made today. Like, I'm not gonna say much after this, but Tropic Thunder is absolutely one of those movies that will never, ever be able, it will never, ever pass a fucking Hollywood screen test today. There is no way. It's one of those movies that could only have been made in 2008. It's just... It would never pass a fucking screen test today. It was nuts. Tropic Thunder is absolutely nuts. Oh my god. Welcome in, Fire Guile. We're just hanging out. We're just cruising. We're just having a good time. It's one of those streams, you know. White Chicks? White Chicks is just a good movie. White Chicks is just a good movie. But again, yeah, no, it wouldn't be made today. There's no way the White Chicks would be made today. I feel like White Chicks and Tropic Thunder kind of fall into that category of like, everybody thinks they're funny, but they're also movies that are difficult to bring up today. You know, I don't know. Johnny English, those are it's pretty good. Every Adam Sandler movie, pretty much. Every Adam Sandler movie, specifically from the 90s to like the mid-2000s. Absolutely. Trying to think. What's some other dumb stuff that I watch a lot of dumb stuff? That's like 90% of my watch history is just really dumb stuff. This is a good question. Are there any like really dumb video games that kind of fall in like the line of comedy that we've been talking about? Are there any really funny video games that kind of fall in the line of comedy that we've been talking about? Which ones? Poop Killer? Huh? Really? Wait, really? Why? Boomer's Adventure in Asmic World. I've seen that one. That one's on my list. Lollipop Chainsaw. That one's on my list. I have that one on my list. Lollipop Chainsaw. I've been wanting to find an excuse to play that for a long time. That one's a good one. Yakuza also definitely is very silly. But Lollipop Chainsaw, I've been. Yeah, I saw the Jessica Nigiri. I saw that she cosplayed that. Yeah. That could be fun. That's fun. We have so much fun here. I'm happy that we have so much fun here. Chair fucking simulator. I already played that one. It was super funny though. That was so stupid. I think Chair Fucker Simulator might still be the top video on my VOD channel, and that's so stupid to me. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna check. Alekirser Live. Is Chair Fucking Simulator still the top video on that channel? It's not. It was surpassed by... Okay, without checking, without cheating, can you guess what the most watched stream on my live channel is? Guess. No cheating. No cheating. You better not be cheating. You guys are cheating. You're cheating. That's cheating. You definitely saw. Yes, it's Andy and Lele. Granted, it's like, behold, dozens of thousands of views. So it's not anything it's not anything by any means mind-shattering. Like, behold, thousands of views. But yeah, no, people really like that one. All of these kind of make sense to me. I understand why these ones did particularly well compared to the other ones. Behold, thousands of views. Awooga. Wahoo! Also, big shout out to the editor that manages this. Everybody say thank you, cause without the editor that manages this, without the editor staff that manages this, wouldn't have VODs on YouTube. He's the one who makes all these thumbnails and uploads all these, cleans all this up, makes sure that I don't get like put in YouTube jail. Yeah. Gonna drop the name. I'm not sure how he wants to be credited, so I'm just gonna say Sev. I was gonna say Sev. Indecisive. I knew it was something along those lines. Yeah. Look at this amazing roster of folks. This amazing roster of folks that have the privilege of having their VOD channel run by Sev. All of us with our cool 3D glasses. Wowie. Yeah. We're in some pretty good company. Yeah. Oh, you like mine? I like mine too. They kind of look like, shit, I was gonna say something else. Never mind. They're really good. They're good. They're really good aviator glasses. Really like them. Yeah. Yeah. They're like sunglasses. I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say, for some reason I was gonna say masturbator glasses. I'm not sure why. My brain is a little frazzled today. I'm not used to streaming on Mondays. Monday is my recording day. Monday is when I record my audios, so I get into a different frame of mind on Mondays. I'm not ready. I haven't gone through the motions of censoring myself just yet. Yeah. Jeeves, fetch me my masturbating glasses. I'm gonna allow that message solely because it made me giggle. Oh yeah, since your family's over, are you fully off or are you still just gonna record when they're gone for a little? I'm gonna be staying with them at like their Airbnb, so I'm basically gonna be fully off. Like I have some stuff to post this week for like audios and stuff, but I'm off the grid. Like I'm gonna be cooking and like explaining to my mom what VTubers are and stuff like that. Like I'm only really gonna be back here on like Friday for a little bit before I have to go back. Like I'm gonna be pretty off the grid for this week. Good luck. Yeah. There's 2 different responses from chatters when they hear that. One of them is like, you deserve it. Have a good time. And the other one is, good luck. You're gonna need it. And honestly, that describes the feelings that I have going into this week. I'm like, I'm gonna have a good time, I think. But at the same time, it's my parents. It's people's parents. Like, your parents are always gonna be like, yeah. It's gonna be a thing. Parents are gonna be parents. That's Are you gonna be filling them in on what you do? Marketing. They know I do marketing. But yeah, no, I'm gonna give them a little bit more of like a... So actually, I run my own business. I don't like work for other people. And I'm doing pretty well, so you shouldn't be worried about me. I'm an online marketing and content strategist. Exactly! That's what I've been saying! Those are the exact words that they're gonna think you're a drug dealer. If I get all dicey with it and say, I technically work for myself, then they're probably gonna think I'm in the drug trade for sure. So I should probably find a good, solid, confident way to convey to them that I am self-employed. Are you mentioning the unmentionable? No. 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 I'm in crypto? Nah. I don't know. My dad would know too much about crypto. I feel like everybody's dad knows too much about crypto. I got paid to talk about Al for an hour? Jesus, was that tangent an hour long? That's insane. Why don't you just show them your Twitch channel? No, not with the jokes I make on here. I just called a pair of glasses masturbator glasses. I don't want them to see what's on here. Cause this is the pipeline of the average Alekirser viewer, okay? Nobody's safe. Let's say you join the Alekirser community through my Twitch streams. You get curious, you're like, this streamer's pretty okay. You click on my Twitter. Where's the Vine boom sound effect? I need it right now. This is why I need my soundboard set up. You click on my Twitter. That needs to be louder. Okay. You click on my Twitter. Okay, it's like not that bad. There's still a little bit. Maybe if you're on the naive side, like you're not gonna know everything on there. But then let's say you get curious and you click on a link randomly, and it's red or blue. There's no hiding from that. Yeah, no, so I can't show my Twitch. I can't show my Twitch. A little too loud. Oh, that's so it reached the peak of my freaking Gomenne, sorry. Gomenne. I didn't mean to blast your ears out. That's not very ooh ASMR girl of me. But yeah, no. Like, I wouldn't. They asked me about my YouTube channel, and even then I kind of found a workaround where I said, I don't have my own YouTube channel. I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't have a YouTube channel. Allie has a YouTube channel. Allie, my good friend Allie. She has a very successful YouTube channel. For her niche, she's pretty successful. She has a YouTube channel. Can't you just say that you're managing Allie? No, because they're gonna hear my voice and it's gonna hear him say. No, I swear to God, she just sounds suspiciously similar to me. Or maybe from now on, I just start speaking in a Scottish accent. I just start speaking in a Scottish accent, and that way, they don't know it's me. No, they're gonna know it's me. They're gonna know that shitty fucking accent anywhere. Guys, they grew up with me. They had to hear all of these bits and all these jokes, albeit toned down, for like at least 18 years before I was set off into the wide, wide world by myself. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. They grew up with me. They raised me. Please don't send that terrible Scottish impression as true. Don't do that. I'm trying to make friends. I'm not trying to scare them away by my shitty impressions of their accents. What do you think the percentage chance is that they already know and just choose to pretend they don't? I'd say like 4%. I never want to negate anything from the realm of possibilities, so I'm giving it a solid 4% a room. But I don't like to think about it. Unbothered, moisturized, thriving, in my lane, in charge of my own path. Oh my God, cat. Okay. Sorry. She's fine for now. It's okay. So much for inner peace. I found a snack on my table. I'm gonna eat it. Table snack. I think it's chocolate. Five-day rule? What the fuck? 5-day rule? Chat, that was a joke. That was a fresh, new, unpacked piece of, like wrapped piece of chocolate. That was a joke. I'm not gonna pick up random shit from my desk and eat it. But I am suspicious of that one chatter that said 5-day rule. Can you explain the 5-day rule to me? You're not joking. You're on full blast right now. You're gonna have to explain the 5-day rule to me. What the fuck does that mean? tell chat, tell everybody here what the 5-day rule is. I'm not deflecting. You're not running from me. You're not running from me. Listen. You're a clean okay. Well, if you're such a clean person, then you know all about the 5-day rule and why you should avoid it, right? So you're in a position to explain it to us, right? Yeah, but no, I don't know. Like, if it's a piece of chocolate and it's left out, my only worry would be if it was like, I don't know, if it was like on a plate and it was just left out there. And there were no ants. And it was wrapped. And it wasn't like melty. Then you can eat it. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. If it was like a crumb from like dinner 5 nights ago, then maybe I would start judging you. But you know, it is what it is some days, you know? It is what it is some days. Like if it's a cube of steak that was on the floor after 5 days, and it was like 5 days ago's dinner, I'd probably judge you, sure. I'd probably judge you a little bit. But mostly because I don't want you to get sick. But I don't know. Like, when does it approach a time or a period of being out that it becomes unacceptable to eat it? These are the real questions that we should be asking. Well, if it's just been there for 5 days, it's just aged steak. There are certain aged things that you absolutely just cannot feed me. There was this one video that I saw on Twitter where it was like aged tuna or whatever the fuck. It was aged for like a few months or something. And it had like fur on it. It was so gross. I don't care how gourmet you tell me what it is, like, or whatever you tell me it is. That sounds disgusting. I do not want to eat your furry tuna. No, thank you. It grew a furry exterior. It sounds awful. Sounds disgusting. No, thank you. Any form of meat left out overnight is going in the trash. That's safe. That's safe. Especially if it's chicken. You gotta. Well, if it's like fried chicken that was left out overnight, that's fine. But if it's like, I don't know. I still would be a little wary, because you gotta store that shit properly. Chicken can go bad really, really quickly. And human tummies are just so sensitive nowadays. You definitely get a tummy ache if you fucked around and found out one too many times. Oh no. Meat on pizza? That's fine. Because most of the meat that you see on pizza, like pepperoni, that stuff's already been dry aged. And that's like charcuterie. Like, that stuff was meant to be left out. So that's okay. That's fine. Like, pepperoni pizza, totally fine. Because that's what you do. When you make a pepperoni pizza, that's cured meat. That one's good. That's all fine. Like, leave it out for all I care. That's okay. But if it's like cooked chicken that you cooked yourself, or that was cooked for you, like, that stuff was not meant to be left outside for a long time. You gotta throw it out. Don't upset your tummy any more than it needs to be. Fish left out? Absolutely. No. You throw that out. You throw that out immediately. Stream idea. Chat makes a charcuterie board. Oh my god! Chat, what if during Monopoly night we have a charcuterie board? Yeah, and you have to follow along from home too, and you need to make your own charcuterie board. I don't care what's on it. It just needs to be whatever you like to eat. You make your own charcuterie board. It can literally just be an orange on a plate. That'll be your charcuterie board. Yeah, and then you post pics using the hashtag Alekirser on Twitter. Or you can post it on my community that I just made. Because that's where the linkies are supposed to post their stuff. If you go on my profile on Twitter, you can join my community right there. It's called Wankies. All you have to do is click and follow whatever prompt they give you, and make sure to post stuff that's relevant to the streams or relevant to me and my content, and you'll be all Gucci. Yeah. 137 members. dozens of members await you in the vastly growing wanky community on Twitter. If you don't use Twitter, I don't know. If you're on my Discord, then you can post it there. Yeah, that's fine. But this is my way of also. I was feeling a little bad that, you know, a lot of people don't have access to the Discord and stuff. So, you know, it's never gonna be a full replacement of the engagement on Discord by any means. But this is a good alternative for, like, along with my subreddit, which I've seen a few more people posting on. It's just a good place to, you know, see fun stuff. Like this. Look at that. Look at these funny memes. When a fake goon cell says something so pornophobic, you gotta hit him with that true goon stare. Oh, gee. Yeah, this is also my way of, like, keeping those two communities separate, because Discord can very much be its, like, own thing. I try not to talk too much about my Discord on stream because, like, that's just, like, a whole other level of FOMO often, you know, and, like, I try to keep Twitch stuff to Twitch, for the most part. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I don't know. Just join if you can, because I'm trying to make it, you know, a little bit more active than my dead subreddit. Yeah. Us on Discord are her horrible little secret. You're not my secret. I acknowledge all of you equally. You're not horrible. You're just fine. You're fine. Anyway, let's look at this question that somebody just submitted. Hey, Allie, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no huh? I'm assuming you meant to ask, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no bacon? I could live without bacon. So I'd say, oh, they meant what they said. I'm gonna answer the question anyway. I can live without bacon, so I'd probably pick unlimited games. No, I understand they asked it correctly. They asked it the right way, but I'm gonna answer it earnestly because I got that dog in me. Yeah. I don't know. Bacon to me was always one of those things where it's like, I like eating it. It's always a pleasurable experience to feel it in my mouth and slithering down my gullet hole. But I've always liked bacon, like, sprinkled on salads. I like it as a side dish. I never eat it as, like whole ass strips of bacon, really. I just prefer having it, like, as a compliment to whatever I'm eating. Because otherwise, I don't know, it's just not really my thing. I prefer it sprinkled on stuff, like pasta. Or, like, one of my favorite salads has it as, like, one of the core things that you just spritz and sprazzle over it. I like it like that. It's a complimentary meat. Mm-hmm. What's your least favorite breakfast food? That's a good question. I don't know. I fucking love breakfast. I really can't think of anything that I would hate that's like a conventional breakfast food. Because I was like, I like sausages. They're great. Toast is great. Waffles are great. Ham is fantastic. Pancakes are great. Like, breakfast is just a really pleasant category of food items. Just plain eggs. I can fuck with plain eggs too. It's like, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite. I don't know. What's my favorite cereal? I have the taste of a kid. My favorite cereal is Lucky Charms. I know it's just a mouthful of sugar, but we were put on this planet to have a good time, not a long time. I like the marshmallows. They're really fun. I don't want to be an adult. Give me my Lucky Charms. I was about to say you seem like a Lucky Charm kid. That's not a good thing. But I mean, I don't know. I've been trying to be more mature, so instead of Lucky Charms, I'll get like Cheerios, like plain old Cheerios. But they always make me think, man, I wish I had Lucky Charms. No, not even Honey Nut, because I'm really trying to lock in and be a full freaking adult. But then every time I eat it, I'm just like, man, I really, really wish this was Lucky Charms. Don't hurt your inner child like that. That's what Twitch streams are for. Twitch streams are for me to have goofy fun times. Relatively free. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit, wait, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I want to keep chatting, but my parents are calling me. So I have to tend to that, and I don't want to take their call on stream. It's unfortunately a little sooner than I would have wanted to go, but we gotta make plans. So I'll have to see you later. 07's in the chat. I'm not going away. I promise. I'll be here next Tuesday. We're gonna have a fun time. It's gonna be a great day. I'm also doing ASMR for some reason. I mean, pending. We'll see if I can pull it off, the idea that I have. If not, I'll just play a funny game, but, yeah. Are we reading Alf? Twitch chat didn't want me to read Alf. We're gonna have to read a normal person. We'll leave Alf for another time. Let me refresh. Okay, let's see who we raid into. We are going to be raiding... We're gonna be raiding Meat. So have a good time with Meat. Have a good old fistful of meat. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good time with Meat. Yeah. Also make sure to eat something nice today, because that's what I'm about to do. Have a good rest of your day. These Datsu streams are fun. Let's have more of them. Please. More of them and longer ones. Yeah. Goodbye.